Good morning, children. Last class I have completed with the various preservative methods of food, and today I am starting with the addition of preservatives. Okay, that means what are the preservatives we can add to preserve the food substance. Okay, so food can be preserved by adding natural and synthetic preservatives. Okay, so about natural preservatives, some naturally available materials like salt, sugar and oil are used as food preservatives. Okay, so list some of the natural preservatives which are used to preserve the food. Or salt, sugar, oil are the some of the natural preservatives which are used for preservation of food. Addition of salt. It is one of the oldest methods of preserving food. Addition of salt remove the moisture content in the food by the process of osmosis. This prevents the growth of bacteria and reduces the activity of microbial enzymes. Meat, fish, gooseberry, lemon and raw mangoes are preserved by salting. Salt is also used as a preservative in pickles, canned foods, etc. So here addition of salt. It is one of the oldest method we know very well. In olden days, meat, fish are preserved by using the salt. Okay, children. How to preserve? How the salt preserve the food from spoiling is the question. Okay, when we add the salt into the food substance, it make a dehydration of water by osmosis. You know what is meant by osmosis? Movement of water molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration, right? So when we add the salt remove the water from the foodstuffs and also prevent the microbial activities and growth of bacteria, and hence it prevent the spoilage of food. Okay, and salt is also used as preservation of meat, fish, gooseberry, lemon, raw mangoes, etc. And we can use the salt for making pickles and canned foods. Still nowadays also we are using salt to preserve the food. Next one is addition of sugar. Sugar or honey is added as preservatives to increase the shelf life of fruits and fruit product like jams, jellies, squash, etc. The hygroscopic nature of sugar honey helps in reducing the water content of food and also minimizing the process of oxidation in fruits. Okay. So then next addition of oil. Addition of oil in pickles prevent the contact of air with the food. Hence microorganism cannot grow and spoil the food. Next one is synthetic preservatives. Synthetic food preservatives like sodium benzoate, citric acid, vinegar, sodium metabisulfate and potassium bisulfate are added to food product like sauces, jams, jellies, packed foods and ready to eat foods. These preservatives delay the microbial growth and keep the food safe for long duration. Okay, list some of the synthetic preservatives which we are used to preserve the food materials. Okay, this is a question, children. You can answer for this: sodium benzoate, citric acid, vinegar, sodium metabisulfate and potassium bisulfate are the synthetic preservatives. Then more to know, October 16th is a World Food Day. It emphasizes on food safety and avoiding food wastage. Next one is food adulteration. It is a new topic. Adulteration is defined as the addition or subtraction of any substances to or from food, so that the natural composition and the quality of food substance is affected. So this is what definition for adulteration. Adulteration is nothing but is defined as the addition or subtraction of any substance to or from the food. This is called what? Adulteration. This adulteration affect the natural composition of food quality. Okay, adulterant is any material which is used for the purpose of adulteration. Some of the common adulterated foods are milk and milk products, cereals, pulses, coffee powder, tea powder, turmeric powder, saffron, confectionery, non-alcoholic beverages, spices, edible oils, meat, poultry products, etc. The adulterants in food can be classified in three categories: natural adulterants, incidental or unintentionally added adulterants, and intentionally added adulterants. So these are the three ways the food can be adulterated. Let's see about natural adulterants. Natural adulterants are those chemicals or organic compounds that are naturally present in food. Example: toxic substances in certain poisonous mushroom, prussic acid in seeds of apples and cherry, and marine toxins, fish oil poisoning, environmental contaminants. Okay, so list some of the natural adulterants which present in the foodstuffs. You will get as a 2-mark question, children. Natural adulterants are nothing but those chemicals or organic compounds that are naturally present in the food is called natural adulterants. Example: toxic substances in certain poisonous mushroom, prussic acid in the seeds of apple and cherry, marine toxins, fish oil poisoning, environmental contaminants. These are natural adulterants. Incidental or unintentionally added adulterants. These type of adulterants are added unknowingly due to ignorance or carelessness during food handling and packing. It includes pesticide residues, droppings of rodents, insects, rodent spites, and larvae in food during its storage. Microbial contamination due to the presence of pathogens like Escherichia coli, Salmonella in fruits, vegetables, ready to eat meat, and poultry product. So these are example for unintentionally added adulterants. Next one is intentionally added adulterants. This is adulterants are doing purposely. These adulterants are added intentionally for financial gain and have serious impact on the health of the consumers. These types of adulterants includes additives and preservatives like vinegar, citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, that is baking soda, hydrogen peroxide in milk, modified food starch, food flavors, synthetic preservatives and artificial sweeteners. These are example. Then chemical like calcium carbide to ripen bananas and mangoes. Non-certified food colors containing chemicals like metallic lead are used to give a colors to vegetables like green leafy vegetables, bitter gourd, green peas, etc. These colors are added to give a fresh look to the vegetables. Edible synthetic wax like shellac or carnauba wax is coated on fruits like apple, pear to give a shining appearance. The next one is health effects of adulterated food. Health effects of adulterated food. Consumption of these adulterated foods may lead to a serious health effects like fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, gastrointestinal disorders, asthma, allergy, neurological disorders, skin allergies, immune suppressions, kidney and liver failure, colon cancer, and even birth defects. See, these are the effects of adulterated food. It is a 4-mark question. Then food quality control. The government always ensures that pure and safe food is made available to the consumers. In 1954, the Indian government enacted the food law known as the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act and the Prevention of Food Adulteration Rules in 1955 with the objectives of ensuring pure and wholesome food to the consumers and protect them from fraudulent trade practices. Minimum standards of quality for food and strict hygienic conditions for its sales are clearly outlined in the Act. Food Quality Control Agencies, ISI, AGMARK, FBO, FCI, and other health departments enforce minimum standards for the consumer's product. Okay. FCI, that is a Food Corporation of India, was set up in the year 1965 with the following objectives. It is a 2-mark question. Here you will have two 2-mark question, children. One is what are the food quality control agent? Okay, there are 4 food Quality Control Agent, ISI, AGMARK, FBO, FCI. And what is the expansion of FCI, Food Corporation of India, and what are their objectives? Effective price support operations for safeguarding the interest of farmers, distributing food grains throughout the country, maintaining satisfactory levels of operational and buffer stock of food grains to ensure national security, then regulate the market price to provide food grains to consumers at reliable prices. So these are the various objectives followed by the FCI. Food control agencies, their standardized mark and role in food safety. So ISI, the standardized mark is given in the first column, children. ISI, the expansion for ISI is Indian Standards Institution, known as Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS. ISI otherwise called as BIS. Certifies industrial products like electrical appliances like switches, wiring cables, water heater, electric motor, kitchen appliances are certified by ISI. Next one is AGMARK. AGMARK, it is a standardized mark for agricultural marketing. It certifies the agricultural and livestock product like cereals, essential oils, pulses, honey, butter, etc. Next one is FBO. FPO, that is a fruit process order, which certifies the fruit products like juice, jams, chas, canned fruits and vegetables, pickles, etc. Next, FSSAI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, which is responsible for protecting and promoting the public health through regulation and supervision of food safety. Okay, so this is a book back for Marcos in children. You can learn it as a homework, children. Okay, the lesson is completed with this. Next, we'll start new lessons in my next session, children. The homework for today's portion is this tablet column: food control agencies, their standardized mark and role in food safety. Then objectives of FCI. Then what are the 4 organizations involved in food quality control agency. These are the 3 questions you will have as a homework, and I'll get you in my next class. Bye.